Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup, Shawnigan Lake School, Canada. On your left, Boston College High School, USA. On your right. Well, you're coming a long way to race crews that's, okay, relatively speaking, they're on the other side of the pond, but Canada, USA, but there's always great rivalry between the Canadian schools that come here, the American schools on display here. So much going on in this race. Shawnigan Lake School, one of 8 selected crews. They're on the left, so one of the seeded crews. The expectation is that they should be the faster, but anything can happen here. Look at that. The race has been taken on by Boston College, closest to us here, as we join them. Nice mid-part here, midway through the from the temple. We're now live with the race at the halfway mark.
We actually did a start this morning against Boston College High School. We rode a 250 metre piece with them, and they're a great crew. I must admit I have a little bit of bias here. I also was invited to dinner with them last week, and they're an absolutely delightful bunch of guys. And it's a shame that these two crews are meeting so early in the regatta, because this Shawnigan Lake crew is certainly classed as one of the top Canadian crews, and Boston themselves have also had a good season in the US. I must admit I expected Shawnigan Lake to be leading, and I'm pleased to see this Boston crew really fighting this out here.
Well, this could be a real turn of events here as we head through Upper Thames Rowing Club by just short of a length here. Boston College High School from the United States of America are leading, one of the favorites for this event. Shawnigan Lake School, Canada. They were the last overseas school to win this back in 2008, Shawnigan Lake. So good pedigree when they do come, but surely now there must be clear water. When you've got clear water on this course, the door is well and truly closed on you. There's no way back here. It's going to take a monumental effort.
Both crews starting to look a little bit untidy as they come down into the later part of this race, but unfortunately it seems to be telling a little bit more on Shawnigan Lake than it does on Boston College. Boston College at the moment look a little bit surprised to be where they are, I think, but they seem to be stretching away at the moment.
Well, this is remarkable. I mean, it is a turn of events here that we would not have expected way back on the start line, when Shawnigan Lake, the selected crew, was sitting level with Boston College High School. Made the Friday Boston did last year of this event. 4th place at the men's youth 8 at the head of the Charles last year. One of the great events on the international circuit. You can never get out to the head of the Charles in October. It's well worth a trip there. It really is a remarkable feat of organisation. They count them out, they count them back in over 2 days, various different levels. Boston College High School doing ahead of the Charles. Proud here today.
Of course, anything can happen at Henley Regatta, but this Boston crew look very much in control of this race now. The Shawnigan Lake crew just swerving a little bit there. And if you look at them, if you look at their bodies, it just looks a little bit more sluggish than the Boston crew. It looks like they're struggling. And that, unfortunately, is the nature of rowing. When you're being led, you can't see your opposition. So you might be able to hear them or just feel the wash from their blades out the corner of your eye. But it is a very demoralising place to be in. You really have to trust that your coxswain is honestly telling you where you are, and if you still have a chance. I must say, coming into the enclosures, this looks like it's going to be all Boston.
Coming up to the progress board, which is about 10 strokes out from the line here, and the crowd are well and truly appreciative of this fantastic race. This will be a big surprise here now. It's a Boston College High School, who have never really challenged the big names in this event, are putting out Shawnigan Lake School from Canada, and they've put them out with such style. Listen to the noise here at Shawnigan Lake School, one of the selected crews, join Abingdon School out of the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. That is the greatness about Henley.
Oh shit.